Have you ever really thought about what happens to the parts of plants we don't eat? You know, the stems, the peels, the husks? Well, today we're diving into the work of Dr. Mona El-Shimi, who sees this incredible potential where most of us, let's be honest, just see trash. We're about to find out how everyday farm leftovers are being turned into some seriously high-tech, valuable materials. Let's get into it.
So let's just start with this big question, right? What if all that agricultural waste, things like rice husks or bean peels, wasn't waste at all? What if it was actually a hidden industrial treasure chest? That is the exact idea we're digging into today, looking at two amazing materials that start their lives as, well, simple farm scraps.
All right, first up, we're going to talk about a material that comes from one of the most common agricultural byproducts on the entire planet, rice husks. This is where we start to see the hidden power that's locked away in simple ash.
Okay, so the material is called amorphous nano-silica. I know, it sounds complicated, but all it really means is that it's this incredibly fine, super pure powder that scientists can pull right out of the ash of burned rice husks. So think about that. Instead of mining silica from the earth, we're basically harvesting it from something we used to just throw away. It's a perfect example of sustainable science right there in action.
Now get ready for this number because it's kind of mind-blowing. 1,000 square meters per gram. That's the surface area of this powder. To put that in perspective, a single gram of this stuff, we're talking the weight of a paperclip, could be spread out and cover 2 entire basketball courts. That absolutely massive surface area, that's the secret to its power.
And because of that huge surface area, this powder is incredibly versatile. It's used to make the tires on our cars tougher and more fuel efficient. It's the reason the spices in your cabinet or some medicines don't clump up into a solid block. It can even be woven into fabrics to create clothes that literally protect you from the sun's UV rays. And all of this from something we used to just call garbage. Amazing.
But here's the really cool part. This idea of finding value in waste isn't just a one-off thing with rice husks. Nope, the same brilliant principle applies to other things too. So next up, we're going to look at another powerful material, and this time it comes from something you might find in your salad: fava bean peels. That's right. Our second innovation is all about the treasure that's been hiding in plain sight inside bean peels. The material is called microcrystalline cellulose. And really, it's just the super strong, pure fiber that's been carefully extracted from the plant. And you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to how Dr. El-Shimi herself describes it. She calls it a white, fine powder with high mechanical hardness and very high purity. So you see, we're not talking about some crude, rough extract. This is a precisely engineered, top-quality material ready for all kinds of industrial uses.
So what makes this powder so special? Well, it all comes down to its structure. It has what's called high crystallinity, which basically just means it has incredible strength. It's also exceptionally pure, and all the particles are a uniform size, which is absolutely critical if you want to get consistent results every single time. And, of course, the best part, it all comes from a totally sustainable source. And just like the nano-silica we talked about, these properties unlock a whole world of uses. This powder can improve the texture of cosmetics, giving them that smooth, silky feel. It can reinforce plastics, making them stronger while also helping them be biodegradable. It can even act as a stabilizer in pills and medicines, making them more effective. It's quietly making the products we use every single day better and more sustainable. So, after seeing these two amazing examples, you gotta ask, right? What does this all mean for the future? Could our world really be built from the very things we currently throw away? And that brings us to the key takeaway, the main idea from all of this. It's a fundamental shift in how we see the world. Waste is not the end of the line. It's not garbage. Instead, it's the beginning of a brand new cycle. It's a valuable raw material, just waiting for the right science to come along and transform it.
And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, if rice husks and bean peels hold this much incredible potential, what other stuff that we throw away every single day is just sitting there, waiting to be rediscovered? What do you think is the next waste that will completely change our world?